my friends, welcome back to Rosie's Creative Wings. Today I wanted to come back and show you another way that you can use the clear tape to add pockets and pages to your journal. So again, I think I have like 4 videos on the clear tape, on different methods and different projects that you can use the tape to add cute little add-ons to your journal. So I came up with another one. I thought I was done with it, but I thought about something else and I just wanted to bring it to you guys. But before that, I wanted to show you that I did add a page edge to my journal using digitals, and I just wanted to really show you that quick before I start with the tape project. So here it is. So this is just a edge that is a pocket that you can use with digitals. So this is one of my digitals. I was just playing around with it and then I just came up with this. But this is something you've probably seen before in other journals. Nothing super special or new, but it's a way that you can use your digitals if you back them up like that. So here is the digital that I use, and then there's a pocket here, but it also serves as a really nice edge for your page. So here's the other side. So on this side I just left it like that. I didn't do anything to it. I did do some collaging here, and then this is the part here that is kind of looks like a page edge, but it's also a pocket. So here as well. And then so this digital here is one of my digitals, and then so you can use that as a pocket, but also looks really nice as a edge for your journal. Let me just put the things that I took out here. Just have some ephemera, old vintage ephemera that I copied. Okay, so we're gonna add that there, and I'm just gonna put a clip on it so it doesn't come out. So that's one thing I wanted to show you. And then I think, did I do another one? I think I did another one on the other side. Let me just show you that real quick. So you can see the different ways you can use it. So here's another one here. You see, and it does look like the edge of the page, but it's also meant to be a pocket. So that's one side, and then this is the other side here. And you can back them up so that you can see it on both sides. So this is one side here, like that, without the ephemera in the inside. And then here's the other side. And this is a really cute digital. So this digital is mine, and it's called Of Petals and Wings. If you're interested, it's on my description box below, my Ko-Fi shop, and it's there. Here is another one. So what I did was, these are really good because these are already kind of like, they already have like grids. This digital, and there are a lot of them that look similar but are different in a lot of ways. So this is the digital here. What I did was I just cut it, and this digital has like a lot of lace and like trims and stuff, really pretty. So what I did was I just cut these two sides here, and I'm just gonna like back them up like this, and then you can just make a pocket. Very easy. So you're just gonna back it up. What I did, I just winded up sewing, I mean not sewing, but gluing, putting glue here, just adding that part together first, and then just adding it to the page. So you're gonna do like that, and once it's glued, you're going to kind of sandwich it there, right there, and that'll be your page. And then you just glue here and glue here, and you have your pocket with a really pretty edge there. So that is that. Very simple. Yeah. So just wanted to show you that really, really quick. Yeah, that's another way that you can use your digitals. So another way that you can use your digitals as well is another project that I came up with. Is it here? Let me just see. Yeah, so here it is. So this is so kind of the digitals I'm talking about is really like the ones that tell a story. Some digitals are just like florals, and they're non-directional, you know, they just have like marks and things like that. But some of them tell a story. So like this one, like here, it tells a story. So a lot of times you use them for your journals, but you just use them normally as a page. But I thought that maybe I would just show you how you can use or how I use them. And so I thought with the clear tape, I could probably do like another pocket, but using the digitals in a different way. And so this is the way I thought that I would use this. So I kind of used the digital and kind of like cut out what I wanted to keep. So there's the little fairy with his little sister, and then they're like overlooking, they're on top of a tree. And so then I kind of made this into a pocket. And so let me just remove this here so you can see what I mean. And so there is the digital, and you can make it into a really pretty pocket. So you see like the fairies just looking out, and you do see part of the digital, and then of course I did cut out the rest because I want it to be clear. And so I just added the ephemera pieces in there, and that's it. You have a pocket that looks really cute. See, and that kind of like blends in with the girl. Kind of looks like it's part of it. So that's another way you can use the digitals, so that you don't always have to use it just as a page. You can just bring interest to your journal. So sorry about that, guys. I got interrupted. So I'm just going to show you the ones that I printed out. Here I have one, and then here I have another one that I thought I could just use to show you what I meant. This is really quick. So I think I'm going to use this one because what I wanted to do is do a page in the shorter side here. And I don't think this one's going to work because I'll be cutting off most of it, and I don't want to do that. So I'll use this for a different journal. So I thought I would use this one where I can use the little boy. And yeah, some of the flowers are probably going to be cut unless I just bring the flowers this way, like that. So I'm not sure what page I'm going to use. Should I use the first one here? No. Let's see. Let me just get a page real quick. I think I'll probably use this one here. Okay, so let me just mark it. I'm going to use that one. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do this real quick. I think I'm just going to speed up the camera so that this video won't take too long, because you kind of already know how I put down the tape, and you don't want to see that me repeating it. It's kind of similar to what I did before in the other videos. So I'm just going to do it real quick, and I'll just speed it up, and you can just look at it. You can slow it down if you want. Now I can't find the edge to my tape. Okay. So I'm just going to put down the tape. Just see. I'll use this side here. Again, use something plastic that you can remove the image from without issue. Okay, so here I am having a bit of a trouble because I didn't overlap it like I should have. I should have overlapped it a little bit more. Well, it would cover the tape, but this part right here is going to come off anyway. But as you see, it was giving me a little bit of an issue. So just make sure you overlap the tape so where it's on top of the other tape, because this is what will happen on the bottom. You see that? So I'm going to repeat this process with the other side. And I didn't go all the way, if you notice, because I meant to cut this off before I actually did this, because I wanted to kind of like merge the flowers a little bit in, but I don't know. I think I could still do that, but we'll see. So I'm going to add the tape on this side now. Okay, so this one got a lot of wrinkles, a lot, so I'm not too happy about that. Yeah, I can try to do this, but it's still gonna be there, but we'll see. So that is there. So I'm not gonna use most of this part here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trim it down all the way to the digital. And I'm gonna be careful on this side here because I don't want to lose my image, but I do have to trim it down a little bit. I'm gonna use my Tim Holtz scissors because these scissors, sometimes they just don't want to listen. They don't want to do what they have to do. They're a little bit slippery because of the tape. This one has a bit more grip. Okay, I think that's pretty good there. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm gonna cut off some of this here too, because you know what, I'm gonna do it with the ruler. Because I feel like even though it looks like I'm doing it even, but even I'm just terrible at that. I never cut things straight, so I may have to cut some. Let me just make sure this is straight here. I may have to cut some more, but for now I'm going to just cut this part here. Alright, so I did cut out a little bit of the wrinkles, so that's good. So now let me just measure the page. The page is not very, it's narrow. In other words, it's not very, so you see a lot of the image is gonna get lost. So, even if I try bringing some of the flowers here, it's not gonna work. So I guess I'm just gonna have to just, let me just see something. I think I can do something. So, right here, I'm gonna cut right there. This right there. I'm gonna cut right there. I thought about maybe adding the flower there, even though there's a flower there, maybe in the back like this, right? Can you see that? I'm sorry because of the glare. I think I'm gonna add the flowers like that. So I don't want to lose them, that's why. Okay, so I'll do that, and I'm going to just add some tape to it. All right. So let me just cut this down because this is not gonna fit my page regardless. So let me see. Yeah, it's still gonna be I'm gonna have to cut some of the flowers, but it's gonna get most of it. So maybe I should just do it now. Sorry about that, I'm off. So I'm just gonna mark it and just do it. Let me see if I can get these. I'm just gonna mark how much I have to cut out. Okay. Alrighty, so we'll put it there. And we will cut it. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so here we have our pocket. I just have to make it even. So this is kind of similar to the add-on that I did in the last video. It's kind of like you can just put your tape here and you can do it as an add-on, except this time it's going to be a pocket. So kind of similar. And okay, I'm gonna have to trim it a little bit because I feel like this is not even even. And that's because it's not even. Like this part here. Oh, okay, let's trim that a little bit. It's gonna take a little bit of his hat, the tip of his hat, but I need it to be straight or even. Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of similar. It's just I used the frame, and now I'm actually using 8 digital. So there you go. So there you could put your pocket down. And the other one I did splatter some like paint just to make it look like stars and stuff like that. You can do that too. You can add. I have a little bird here that I wanted to add. It was part of, oh, here it goes. It's part of the it was part of the digital that I wanted to add right there just to give it a little bit of. So I'm gonna add the bird. And I should do it like that. You see the wrinkles. Okay, so which one was it? Was it this one? This one right here. All right, so now we're gonna add it, and we're gonna do that with double-sided tape, of course. Add this real quick. I don't think of anything else. And I'll move on to other stuff. So there you go. Now you're going to add it to your page, which is, how do I do that? Why do I do that? Is it this one? No, it wasn't this one. It was this one here. Okay. Okay, you're going to remove your, okay, I'm just going to add it. But I didn't add anything. I should have added something too. Let me just add a little bit of my pocket. Okay, and there you have your pocket. And it looks really cute. So let's see. So here I have some ephemera. I had to actually make ephemera for this big pocket because I don't really have ephemera that big. So put this one here. Oh, this is coming out from the bottom. Oh, I have to put maybe double-sided tape on that here. And I'll secure it with a little bit of tape too. Okay. Alright, that's that. And then I can put something like this in there. See, and it kind of looks like the background. I can do that. I can also do this one here. This one is part of the digital too. But I'll leave it like that for now. So there you go. You have a page with your digital. I'm sure you have other digitals. This one is called, why do I forget my digitals? I have so many of them. Yeah, so this one is Enchanted Wanderlings. I'll show it to you on the screen now. But if you go to my coffee shop, it's in my coffee shop if you're interested. It's about fairies, really pretty. A lot of fairies and whimsical and things like that. And then the first one I showed is of Petals and Wings. That one is also, I'll show it in the screen as well. And that one is also in my coffee shop. If you're interested, you can go there and see it. If you're interested in purchasing it. Yeah, so those are the digitals that I was using today. So this is one here. This is the digital that I was talking about, the other one, and then this is the other one here. So yeah, that's really cute, you know. Depending on what you put in the bottom to it, it'll pop up, you know. So if you want to get creative, you could do that too. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do probably a few of them and just have them there on the side in my stash, you know, for when I need them. This one I'm definitely gonna do it, being that I already cut it out. I'll just finish it and then I'll use it for another journal. But what I wanted to show you as well, I have all these pieces that I cut out. Let me just organize this a little bit together. And I came up with this when I was doing the add-on pages that you can just add to the journal. I came up with this one here. Also with the frame. Let's see. So let me just show you. So this masking tape here, together with the clear tape. So this here. So I started playing around with the masking tape, and I said, you know what, being that the journal is brown, is exactly the same color. I said, let me just lay down. I did the the frame. I laid down the tape, put the frame on top of the tape, and then I had the sticky side up, and then I added this cute little image to it. And so in other words, the brown would be the background. I added some pieces. I added her. I added some sparkles. Not sparkles. Sorry, splatters. And then she's also. This could be an add-on for your journal as well. It won't be transparent, but it is an add-on. And then in the back, being that it's not transparent, I just added the bird that comes in this part here. This is also one of my digitals, and this one is what is it? Artful Layers. I'll put it in the screen so you can see it. Artful Layers. And then I just made the bird bigger, and I just cut it out and put it back here. And so just added a few splatters. So you can actually draw or do whatever on the tape. But since if this is like a add-on page to your journal, you want it to have, you know, both sides. So that's what I came up with, the brown tape. But then I sealed it with the clear tape. And then this one here too. So cute. She's so cute. So here I added the little vines. So I kind of drew on top of the tape before I sealed it. And then I added the leaves. So it looks like she's on a swing that's shaped like a moon. And then I added the frame, and this digital is also from my digitals, and this one is organic. Oh my god. I know it's chaos. I forget. I'll put it in the screen. That's one of my other ones. And then I just added like a little swing. I put her there. And then on the back, so this is also part of the digital. So when I cut out the frame, I cut out some of the leaves because I didn't want to like just throw it away or whatever. So, and so that it's more cohesive with the front, I did add the leaves to the back. And so in this part here, what I did was, you notice this part I didn't go all the way around with the tape, because I noticed that the clear tape doesn't really stick to the masking tape. It doesn't really, like it did, but I have to be pressing it down. So I already did it, so I left it like that. But it doesn't really stick very well to the masking tape. So I figured, let me add the bird with glue, and it's much better with glue. It sticks really well with glue. But being that I already did it like that, it's gonna stay like that. But I mean, it'll stay. But I noticed that some of it comes up a little bit, and I have to press it down a little bit, but it does look nice. But if I knew that the clear tape doesn't stick to it, I would have just done it like this. But now I know, so if I do any more, I'll do it like this without going it all the way around. But yeah, this one is stuck to it because since it has the border here, it kind of serves as like a foundation, so it sticks to the paper here on the border really good, and the image. So yeah, so that was it. I came up with these two more add-ons. They're a little bit different than the other ones. Were more transparent and clear, but kind of similar. Same process, you know. You're just using different tape. So these I'll put in my stash and any of my journals, but I wanted to just show you those that you can also do it with the brown tape. Yes, my friends, so that is what I wanted to bring to you today. Hope this video wasn't too long. I think it's a little bit shorter than the other ones, but yeah, another quick little trick that you can use your tape with and use your digitals, you know, in different ways. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully this is the last video as far as the clear tape. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Please let me know what you thought about this process as far as the clear tape and the projects and things like that. But thank you so much for joining me. I will see you in the next one. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.